black heart of the peel, where the heather grows wild, lived a man who was never a mother's clean child. With the scent of the peat and the musk of the hound, in a shack made of shadows, Grard Sientje was found. He walked through the Zeilberg with hair like a mane, with 50 wild dogs and no fear of the rain. He spoke to the spirits that haunt the deep fen, and turned his back hard on the world of all men. Oh, Grard, Grard, with the moss in your beard, by the children avoided, by the pious folks feared. A king in his castle of timber and tin, where the world ended outside and the rot started in. He gathered the scrap and he gathered the bone, in a kitchen of cobwebs he sat all alone. The rats were his brothers, the dogs were his kin, and he wore the same rags like a secondary skin. The seasons they turned and the decades they flew, but the layers on Grard only thickened and grew. The grease and the ashes, the sweat and the grime, he was wearing a shroud made of labor and time. Oh, Grard, Grard, with the moss in your beard, by the children avoided, by the pious folks feared. A king in his castle of timber and tin, where the world ended outside and the rot started in. Came biting with teeth made of glass, and the neighbors all knew that the hermit must pass. They broke down the door where the dogs used to bay, and they carried the king of the ruins away to the white-out asylum, the land of the clean, to the soaps and the brushes and the sterile machine. But Grard gave a shiver and Grard gave a cry, if you peel back the curtain then surely I'll die. They gathered with water and light to scrub off the decades beneath the cold sky. They reached for his collar, they reached for his chest, to strip the old hermit of his tattered vest. They pulled at the fabric, they pulled at the thread, but the cotton was living, the linen was red. The shirt wasn't cloth, it was part of his frame. It had grown in the scars, it had forgotten its name. The fibers were tangled in muscle and vein, an armor of filth that had stifled the pain. And as the last button was ripped from the clay, the life of Grard Sientje just withered away. For his skin was a garment, the garment his skin, and he died when they let the cold purity in. Now the wind through the peel sings a low dusty song of a man who stayed dirty and lived for too long. May he rest in the earth